you doing to women? And you make them out to be witches and burn them at the stake like Joan of Arc, and you're the witch. And rebellion, men, is the sin of witchcraft. And you're the most rebellious men on the planet. You're the ones who won't look on the seven seals as you live. You're dying with Satan in your sin. Though God's saving you through the replenishing of the earth. No matter how bad you are, God loves you unconditionally, you understand? Right. Satan wants to punish you for sinning with him, but he's the one who's most sinner of all, right? Mm-hmm. His mouth wants to sin with you more than you want to sin with him, trust me. And he has a male and female side too, right? We all are. We are supposed to be paired perfectly with the right person, but we don't know that anymore. Even the servant, right, who met Rebecca and asked her to fill his cup before he met her, right, and all that, right, and asked the Lord for her to be the one, right, for Jacob, for Isaac, right. Even that, again, is why Jesus was with the woman at the well. Jacob's well. Same well. Now, he recognized her as being with 5 husbands and a lover. And he didn't judge her. But he was also there to take away her reproach among women, which, like Rachel, was childbearing. He knocked her up, too, that night. He did. He was hitting on her. No Jew normally talks to her, so he's trying to get that. He's trying to hit that. That's why he said, let he that was without sin cast the first stone. Right. Well, they caught his wife in adultery. Do you bring a stranger's wife to a man who don't even know her and have him decide her fate? Or do you bring her to her husband and have the husband decide the fate? Right. Like with Joseph when he found out Mary was pregnant herself. Who decided her fate there? To put her away privately or marry her? Joseph. So Jesus is the one they bring her to when she's caught in adultery with another man. Right. They just don't bring the man having sex. Right? And now if they brought both, he would have to stone them both and be the first one to pick up the stone. Right. That's what the scriptures say in the Old Testament. Moses commands you, if your wife breaks any of the law, you're to be the first one to pick up a stone against her and stone her, right? With the man she was with. But the difference is the man was not there. They would have to go get him, right? And that's why their conscience was seared. They would have to go get the man and bring him to and stone them all together, right? The man and the woman, both of them were to be stoned in Moses' law. You can't stone the woman only, or the man only either. Like if your wife with me, Dion, and I didn't invite her, she came because she thought I was gay and wouldn't sleep with her that night. Hypothetically. Well, I'm the one acting gay there because I'm not about to get married. You are. I'm not the one who's supposed to sleep with his bride on their wedding night either. You are. And I'm staying at my mom's house on 91 Main Street and don't even know where she knows what that is when she goes off to you for your honeymoon, right? What am I saying there? I don't even know this happened, right? But I'm not supposed to worry about that on your wedding night, Dion. You are, even if we look alike, right? You're supposed to sleep with your wife on your wedding night, not throw a pitch because we look like each other, though you're taller and I'm shorter. Though I look closer to Bruce Lee and you look closer to, let's see, who's a good example? Jim Carrey. Be a good example there, right? Because you're also taller than me. You're also were packed differently. I was more like a martial artist, and you were more like maybe a football player type thing. Like I said, right? But I'm not trying to seduce your wife on your wedding day, fool. What's wrong with you? And don't say because we're looking like I'm gay, but I've been living anyway, I know. But there is a thing called waiting for the right woman and then treating her right until she's with you, right? I can kind of do that. Until I get some. But I'm not trying to hook up with Angela on your wedding night, Dion. I didn't go there intentionally knowing the wedding was even going on, right? Even. I was invited by my mom as her plus one, right? I don't think even Renee went, did she? Yeah. But like I said, all I know is I was visiting and we're going to your wedding, right? And I meet you and Angela at the wedding at the chapel, right? And I just think everything's cool, right? And then we go to the reception hall on Ebenezer, right? That's all I know about it, right? Right? And then I went home with mom, right? Now, if you showed your ass to your wife on your wedding night, because she noticed we look alike, Dion, and you and me look more like brothers or something than you and Brian, that's not a bad observation either. We're cousins instead of brothers. Right? Now, I did not intend to raise up CG that night either. I don't know what happened. I just assumed you and Angel went to your honeymoon palace and made love, right? I didn't know nothing else, right? Shouldn't have known nothing else, right? I didn't want to know nothing else, I guess, right? Or you made sure I didn't. If you pulled that shit on her. See, you're pulling it on her to what? Prove I'm not gay, right? Right. Because if she's coming to me, she's trying to find out what the hell's wrong with you on your wedding night where you're not the one having sex with her. That's the gay behavior, Dion. To not have sex with your wife on your wedding night. Not sending her to your cousin. Who knows he don't have to have sex with her to show her he's like, yeah. All you have to do is slow dance and I get a boner for you, baby. I respond to him. I don't know what Dion's talking about. I don't even see him when he dates. I didn't know he was marrying you today, right? I just know hypothetically what I would say if she were to show up suddenly at my mom's house in the middle of the night because you passed out drunk and was calling me gay and all that. But you're the one not having sex with your wife on your wedding night, not me. Not even trying to think that would happen to me because she's your woman. Who would expect your cousin's wife to come to your mother's house, apartment, because her husband passed out drunk and was saying he was gay, and that's why he wouldn't sleep with you, and don't know what the hell that's about himself, right? I don't know, I've dated women, I've been with women, I've had sex before, right? That's all I can tell her, right? I just don't know nothing about what Dion means, right? Unless he's trying to rape me, invite me out or something. Right. And I don't even remember really sleeping over at your house a lot, except when we were younger. Though we would go and swim at your pool, we never really spent the night a lot, right? That was rare. That was rare. And of course, I don't remember ever seeing you in the same dating social circles as me either. That's what I mean, right? It's someone trying to convince you I'm gay, but thinking you gay. Because I'm not gay, brother. And if your wife needed proof, I could prove it to her if I had to without even having the sex. All you got to do there is show you can slow dance with a girl to get him on her. And I get him on her with her. I don't know what y'all did. I don't know what y'all did. I don't know it even happened, right? Because you don't expect it to. You expect the bride and bridegroom, like Jesus said, on the wedding night to consummate the marriage. Not the friend of the bridegroom or the cousin who's at home where he's supposed to be with his mom, right? I know. The one who ain't acting right there is you. Why are you acting like I'm gay but won't sleep with your wife, Dion? That's the question. To make her come and see if I'm gay or not. Which is kind of silly on her too, but still. That's all she can do otherwise, right? Right. If you won't sleep with her, try and find out if I'm gay or not, because he's acting like he knows something about you. Right? Well, all I know is I done been with a few women about him, right? I started in 91, right? Your marriage was in 92 or 93? 92 or 93. And I'd done been with a few women, so sometimes. At least one. I think. And the girl at the store I told you about. And I was at least with those two, right? And when I came back, y'all were having your wedding, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Virginia is just 8 hours away, by the way. I don't know if I keep down on the weekend or whatever it was. But it was still during the time I was in the Navy, right? Now, you have your wife make sure you're gay, because it ain't gay, right? That ain't gonna leave you much choice. But to at least slow dance with her. If any more happens, it happened because of this. So the only way I'm a little gay is I'll lick the vagina like a lesbian. If she took me up on that. I don't know. But even then, we wouldn't do it in the church parking lot. So busy. Yep. And again, we consecrated the sex on church ground, right? But then you tried to shoot me or kill me or do something to black me out, right? You didn't prove me gay, Dion. You proved yourself gay. By the way, that's all you proved is that Angela had to sleep with me instead of you. That's what happened, right? And you never slept with her at all. I know that. And you're having children somehow, and I don't even know it. Right, right. And the whole time she's arguing with you that I'm not gay and that she knows I'm not gay, and you keep insisting that I'm gay, right? Well, what are you trying to do to me that makes you think I'm gay with you, right? Which is what you're implying, right? And wouldn't be with her, right? Where I don't know I'm with you or her, then I do your wedding, right? Which would mean you're trying to force something on me, right? That otherwise I would be with a woman, right? Like Angela, right? But I don't know you're doing that with me, right? Because I don't even remember seeing you at night, right? Or being around you at night. Mm-hmm. To do anything with you either way. Except when littler, right? Where again, you're still the bigger cousin to me, right? And I didn't start taking karate until I was like 13, right? Mm. And that's the only time you could have done something yourself was me and tried to force it. But another thing you would try to do is dump the person out if you're trying to rape them, Dion. You do know if someone says no and you keep trying to do it, that's rape. Even if it's your male cousin. Hypothetically. And if you black me out after the sex, that could cause amnesia of the sex. Stupid. Still not consensual sex, though. Because I would say no. See, consensual sex and unconsensual sex, the person having the unconsensual sex has to do something to cover it up. Knock you out. Like knock you out. And causing you amnesia, you were even around them that way, right? But all you have to do for it to be rape is say what? Word. No. No. And it would be the same with Chris Dumkowski, who, again, right, came in after I fell asleep later at night, and the next morning is calling me gay because of what's called a wet dream, right? See, the wet dream ain't about him, right? If I'm having one, or you, if I'm around you, right? But once you wake me up, I'm going to say, what the hell you doing? No. See, that's the problem, right? You're so sexual oriented, you don't know the difference between those two different acts, right? One, you're not conscious of, right? One, you are. If you're not conscious of it, you're not trying to have sex with anyone. And your body is having what's called a wet dream. And I told you, when you're doing one, you're humping the bed. Not a person, not a person. And anyone laying next to you would simply have to wake you up for you to stop humping the bed. But I'm not humping a person or even know what I'm thinking during the wet dream. But I also told you I only dream of women too, right? An Asian girl standing in front of me and having sex with a redhead, right? And trying to pull out for some reason, and she wouldn't let me. One I'm actually in coitus with, by the way. And one we're just standing together, right? Looking at each other as if we're looking into each other's souls or eyes, or we're wanting to do something, right? Mm-hmm. Now, between Angela and the redhead, right, I barely remember her, right, because I don't see her, right, but a few times, right? Ever. Don't even know to go where you live, so Angela, if she's interacting with me, would have to figure out where I'm at and sneak over to me, right? To have any child with you. Now, if she's only with you, and you're not with her, you're trying to make me buy, by the way. Mm-hmm. When I'm straight during the day, you know what I mean? If I'm straight during the day, you're trying to make me buy at night, right? Because your wife snuck over to me because of you. That makes you gay, Dion, if you're trying to have sex with a man instead of your wife. That's how it really works. I'm not trying to have sex with you or your wife on your bed night. Not supposed to, right? I don't know we did anything either. Ever. But if I don't know and you're trying, and I say no, I must be fighting you off because I don't remember anything, right? So if I'm fighting you off and you black me out and you rape me anyway, that's gay male rape. Like in the prison movies. And you rape your cousin while he was knocked out, right? That's you being gay. Mm-hmm. The cousin don't even remember it. Because he's trying to fight you off and you knock him out. He's resisting you, right? He's telling you no. What the hell you doing on top of me, right? Like I would tell Chris that night. If he thinks I was not having a wet dream, which I was. And tried to take advantage of it too. What does that tell you about Chris and the people he's around? Someone tried to do the same to him. Yeah. And you too, Dion. Someone did it to you, but you might not have thought until you blacked out. I don't know. I don't remember you doing anything. And see, the butt is lower than you think it is. I know it is. And it don't mean you really got me in the butt. It just means you creamed in my butt hole area. It's not like I woke up with a sore butt the next morning. I don't remember anything like that either. Because that wouldn't, but trying and doing since we were both at that young age, right, don't mean you succeeded, right? Once I'm blacked out anyway, Plus, you're more relaxed, right? While the person who's trying to rape you is trying to rape you, right? You done passed out. You resisted him as much as you could, right? And you don't determine I'm gay if I'm dating girls, right? I don't even know who you're dating, Leon. I didn't even know you were married until I came back, and then the next thing I know, I'm invited to the wedding, right? That's the first time I heard of it, Angela, too. Right? Like I even care, right? Well, who's gay for who here, Dion? Or am I gay for you, or are you gay for me? See, that's the question too. Who are you? Is really trying to sleep with whom there, right? If you're in there with me and I'm alone, right, in a separate room, right, you came in there to me to sleep with me, right? Not me and you. Right? That's the male being aggressive towards another male. And then the male not having any memory of the contact, right? Because he's obviously resisting you, right? Telling you no, right? But that's why they were trying to show you how I would respond to the cousin, female, and would know why they slow dance Chris. And then you're only embarrassing yourself there, right? So it's kind of having, to do with do I respond to girls, right? Like I said, only girls, only girls. A guy can get as close to me as he wants and I won't respond, right? Even in the Navy, we had to get nut in the butt and nothing happened. Though, like I said, listen to what I said, and I'm talking about when I saw the dude in the shower. And his ass shockingly looked like a woman's ass when I came in from behind, right? That's not unusual with certain men, right? to look feminine, right? But it just kind of shocked me, but I also let it go immediately, right? That his ass looked like a woman's ass in the shower. Nothing more happened either. I didn't want to have sex with it because it looks like a woman's ass, right? I don't have sex with the ass anyway, more than the vagina, right? Though the only one to offer me was Mary Bell, and I'm kind of playing around with it, right? It's not a mortal sin, right? Either for the female and male to have anal sex, right? And vaginal sex, you just gotta do one first, right? And wash yourself before doing the other. Like Moses said, right? But I had sex with 2 women, I think, before I found out you and Angel were married. Um, Now, I know we went up to Boston in '92, right? Um, I met the girl from the club. The first one was the blonde with blue eyes, right? Then Rose, right? And I was with 5, right? By the time I met Sheena on the following cruise, but I had done broke up with all 5. I didn't really go nowhere, right? I tried to figure out what was going on with Sheena because I didn't know and kept writing her up until February, right? But then I'm also trying to move on from her when I get back to base. I'm meeting other women, right? I don't know what to do. I don't know what's really going on. I'm just confused by her behavior versus my behavior towards her, right? I don't know what's going on, right? Well, that's the shipmates are telling her I want to break up with her, and I'm telling her I want to marry her in Jerusalem. Since we're both in the Mediterranean, right? Though I don't know if her ship's going there, right? And our ship mysteriously docked in Israel for 2 weeks. And that same year. Same year. Then, I don't know. I get home, I sleep with 4 other women, right? One from the club, one's a prostitute and does it for 80. One's a prostitute and does it for 50. The last one was Stephanie, right? And then I'm in the psych ward, right? By the end of October, right? The last week of October, right? The 22nd, right? Then, I again go to the psych ward for 2 weeks, and then I'm celibate until I meet Daphne, right? I don't see nobody, right? I know. And so I married Daphne. So we start having sex right away, and that's why I got confused. I thought she'd get pregnant in March, but she got pregnant right away. And it just kind of went that way. And I didn't even worry about Amanda just trying to get me and my wife situated, right? That's what I'm looking for the whole time, too. My wife. I don't know. But see, the thing is, if you're coming in there to me, I don't recall at all, right? That means we struggled during the encounter and you blacked me out. If you're blacking me out, I'm not the one acting gay there, right? I'm resisting you, right? As far as I can resist a man, right? And you black me out, right? They do the same thing in prison And it's still considered rape. It's not considered consensual sex. Except we're supposed to be cousins. Even in prison, though, that's called rape. Isn't it? Bye.